guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Royal Party. Hello, welcome back. Okay guys, so today we're gonna be doing what people now call a cascading garland. So I think it's kind of like a trend. I don't know if it's done in the US, but I see a lot in the UK and I love the look. So most of the time it's in the corner of a room or a space, and then it flows down and then goes up. You could have it really wide, just in the corner, or you could have it, go and feel the ceiling and come out. But it goes wide at the bottom, slim in the middle, and then wide at the top, like a waterfall kind of look. I love it. And I am going to be doing that with you guys today. And the best balloons I've chosen to use for this design is the new Tuftex colors. This is the Pixie, Lemonade, Fiona, and Blossom. So those are the colors I'm going to be using, and I'm going to be using a mix of the 17 inches. You know me, I like mixing the big balloons and the small balloons. I rarely use just the 11 inches. I would only use 11 inches when I'm not able to get like the 16 inches or the 17 inches, the bigger balloons. I like the bigger balloons and the small balloons, and then the 5 inches mixed together in my garlands. That is my own style. So like I always say, we all have our own styles. Do not try and copy anyone else's style, or it would stop you from developing. Focus on creating what you think looks nice and then build upon that. So just go with the flow. Don't overthink it. You would do fine. Just keep at it. And you just find out that you're making amazing garlands. It doesn't have to be looking the way Biella does a garland, or that designer do their garland. There's so many ways you can create amazing garlands. Okay, enough of the pep talk. Let's get into inflating the balloons. So like I mentioned, these balloons are from Tuftex, and it's 11 inches, 5 inches, 17 inches I'm using. I prefer Tuftex for stuff like this because I don't have to double stuff their colors. They always look really nice, especially when you now combine them together, So yeah, let's get inflating. Okay guys, so as always, inflating your balloons, inflate them to 2 random sizes. For those that like to have a size measurement I would say for the 16 inches, inflate one into 12 inches, inflate the second one into 14 inches. For the 11 inches, you could inflate one into 8 inches and the other one into 6 inches. And then you could do another 7 inches and 5 inches, maybe have 2 inches difference between each set of 2 balloons. Maybe that would help you build upon inflating without having to think about the size. For the 5 inches, I would inflate one into 3 inches and the other into 2 inches. Or there are times my 5 inches balloons are of the same size, and there are times I would inflate some into 4 inches. Those that inflate to 4 inches, I use them for the bottom of the garland. I don't use them in the main body of the garland. And then I also do a cluster of 3. The cluster of 3 I do are mainly used to finish off the garland at the end. So I don't use them in the main body of the garland. Just inflate, make them into 3 sets, a set of 3, and then you use them to finish off when you're done with the main body of the garland. I hope you get my gibberish. All right, guys. So just inflate your balloons and set them aside, and that's it. Okay, guys. So what I've done is, this is a door. So I have tied a 260Q into the door inch on this level and this level, yeah. So if when I do my garland and I attach it here and I feel it's not, it's not, sturdy enough, or I'm not feeling the vibe, I'm going to be using Velcro as my attachment point for when it spreads out at the top, since the door hinge stops here. So I might need something to keep it in place around here. So I'm going to be using Velcro. Velcro is very safe on the wall. I've used it several times for balloons, and it doesn't peel off the wall paint. So, or if you're worried, you could use blue tack too, because already you have a major attachment point, which is the door hinge. Now, if you do not have a door hinge to like attach your 260Q to, look for something around the area. But if there's nothing there, then the best thing to use is use a balloon column, just a normal stand, one single stand. I'm going to try and recreate with a balloon column next time, so that a balloon stand, like an IKEA stand. I'll try and recreate with that so that you can see me use that too, and work on it from there. So you just need the IKEA stand, and then you use the blue tack or the Velcro to help with the spread out of the balloon. So you don't need to look, you don't have to use anything that will damage the wall. Something that is, is safe on walls. Velcro is safe on walls, and blue tack is safe on walls too. So you just, tape it, because you already have your major frame, so you won't have a problem. So first, I'm going to create a garland first, then attach it, then I would spread out from there. I think it would be easier that way. So I've got my 260Q balloon. I'm going to tie 2 together. This would help me create my main garland. So when I'm creating my main garland, I'm going to use a mix of the 16 inches, 17 inches and 11 inches. So I'm going to start off with, it doesn't matter what color I start off with, because I want to create like a checkered kind of look. So I'll start off with the blossom. Okay guys, so like I said, I'm going to be doing the main garland first. So all you need to do is just get clusters of 4, a mix of the 16 inches and the 11 inches, cluster them together, make them into 4s, and just stack them into, a garland. So make sure when you're stacking them together, you're kind of like shaping it. You're not just stacking straight on. That's the technique I use. It might work for you and it might not. So also there are times when I mix it with the 11 inches and 16 inches, when I get to a point, I do just the 11 inches. So you see that I would do a mix of the 16 inches and 11 inches, then stop on that and just do a mix of the 11 inches balloon. Then I'm able to create like a style, like a shape in all of it. So just keep doing that till you get to the end of the garland. So at this point now, I've attached the garland to, to the 260Q I tied to the door hinge. I'm working from the bottom now and just building, because I wanted the bottom really wide. So I'm adding clusters or 4s to the bottom. So mainly use a cluster of, the big balloons and less of the 11 inches first, so you have a really bulky bottom area immediately, and then you can finish it off with the smaller balloons. So here I'm just pushing the balloons together because I like my balloon garland really tight. So I'm pushing in everything together so that it could sit tightly together. I could also do this at the end of the, of attaching all the balloons together. You don't have to like push them together in the middle of it. It just depends on what you feel comfortable with. So at this point, I'm cutting up my Velcro that I'm going to be using for the top area to keep it in place. Bear in mind, guys, that that area where the garland is kind of like a tight spot. So that spot also helps secure the garland to the ceiling without even having to use a lot of the Velcro, because that area is like a slopey part of the ceiling, so it made it really easy for me. I'm going to be trying this technique with like in the middle of my filming area, and then see if I would get the same effect as I got when I was doing this one. So you just need to continue tying the clusters together, clusters of 4, a mix of the 16 inches. You know, I always say I love 16 inches because it fills up any space quick and fast, makes the whole process really easy. So yeah. So you would notice that I used the Velcro at this point. And then I just used 260Q to just attach more clusters to the main body of the balloon, and everything stayed in place. I didn't have to worry about anything falling off. And then this side, the other side too, I am going to be using the 260Q to attach the cluster of 4 first, and then I'll use Velcro to secure it some more, just to keep it in place. So this cluster I'm about to attach now is a cluster of, I think it's a cluster of 6. So 2 of the 16 inches and 4 of the 12 inches. The main trick of getting this thing right is, you know, putting your 260Q into the, you know, the main body of the balloon garland. So that is the main garland I did, because that is secure already. So whatever you tie into that would stay in place. That's the trick behind it. You know, just make sure your 260 goes into that main garland, then you pull it out. So for that, for doing a spot like that, you would need a full 260Q. So that is a long 260Q, and yeah, it will stay in place without any issues. So for the top part, you know, because obviously we are extending the garland, just repeat the same thing you've been doing from the beginning. Just keep making sure your 260Q goes into the main garland, pull it out, wrap it around the new cluster you've added, and just keep repeating the process. You know, just keep pushing the 260Q into the main garland, pull out, then tighten. That's it, you know, and you'll be surprised on how much everything will stay where you've put it. Now this part was quite tricky to stay in place because I was, you know, I was crimping on the 260Q. I didn't want to use too much of it. I didn't want to use a long one, so it was a problem for me. So I had to use a longer one to secure that part. Okay, once you're done with the main garland, the next thing is to add your 5 inches. So as always, I do not use the 260Q to attach the 5 inches most of the time. What I do is I just take the neck of the balloon that is there already, that is the 11 inches or the 16 inches, and I just wrap it around the 5 inches cluster. I don't even have to tie it. It would stay in place once you wrap it around. Easy. If it's a spot where you can't reach the neck of the balloon that is there already, then you would use 260Q. But if you can reach the neck without any stress, please do not waste your 260Qs. Just grab the neck and wrap it around and you're good to go. I thought to add a bit of leaves, so you just let me know if you would prefer the look without the leaves or you like it with the leaves. Is it giving it, you know, an extra vibe, or you would rather skip the leaves? Just let me know in the comment. Giving you a tropical vibe. Do you like the leaves on it or take off the leaves? Let me know in the comment section. Anyway, thank you guys for watching and creating with me, and I'll see you same time next week. Remember to subscribe if you haven't. Bye.